Hello friends, Joey the Truth Wagner with you. Welcome in to the Truth Serum. Well, the NFL regular season is over. We know the playoff teams. We know where they will all be playing for the upcoming weekend. Everybody, tonight I'm going to be giving you my whole NFL playoff predictions from Wild Card Weekend all the way up to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you who is going to be the Super Bowl 53 champions. Well, everybody, before I get started, tonight's episode is being brought to you by SeatGeek. If you love football, if you love sports, if you love going to the game and getting a great deal, then SeatGeek is the perfect place for you to get your tickets. If you use the code Joey Wagner, that is JOEYWAGNER, you'll get $20 off your order. So go on SeatGeek, go get your free money. And now let's talk about some playoff football. Well, everybody, I am going to start first with Wild Card Weekend. And I am going to start in the NFC first. I'll start with the game on Saturday night. Seattle at Dallas. Seattle and Dallas, everybody, they're basically the same team. They're at their best when they run the football and they play good defense. And it'll be Russell Wilson against Dak Prescott. The game is in Dallas. This game will be very close. It'll be low scoring. But I think the Dallas Cowboys squeak out a playoff win against Russell Wilson in Seattle. Zeke, good enough to win. Amari Cooper, good enough to win. And Russell Wilson running for his life all night long. Next game in the NFC wild card. The Bears play the Eagles. The game is in Chicago. In this game, we have an inexperienced Chicago team. First time they have playoff football in a long time. Against the reigning Super Bowl champion, battle-tested playoff Eagles with Nick Foles. Again, this game will be low scoring, because the Bears' defense with Khalil Mack, they are monsters. Khalil Mack is a monster going after quarterbacks. He's a monster. And the Eagles can get after you too with Michael Bennett and Fletcher Cox. But in this game, I'm going to go with the experienced quarterback, the experienced head coach. The Eagles, at least for another week, keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. Eagles beat the Bears. Now let me go over to the AFC wild card. I'll start with Indianapolis at Houston. The Houston Texans have won the AFC South title. The Colts are in their division, so it'll be the third time that these teams play this year. Everybody, the game that changed the Colts season was losing to Houston in overtime, when they went for it on that fourth down play. Ever since then, the Colts have been on fire. They've won 9 of 10. The Houston offensive line is awful. Indy's offensive line is really good. Deshaun Watson makes plays, but he runs for his life. Andrew Luck and the Colts stay red hot. They beat the Texans on the road. Now the final game of Wild Card Weekend, one that'll be very, very interesting. The 5 seed Chargers play the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. These two teams played a couple weeks back. Ravens beat LA 22-10 as the Ravens ran all over the Chargers. Everybody, this game is going to be physical. The Chargers roster is loaded and they're going to be much more healthy than they were when these two teams played the first time. And also, everybody, the LA Chargers will be the first team to face Lamar Jackson and that triple option run game twice. The Chargers have seen it already they'll be able to defend it better, and I like Phillip Rivers, the experienced playoff quarterback, to defeat the rookie Lamar Jackson. Chargers move on. That's wild card weekend. First weekend, I have Dallas winning, Philadelphia winning, Indianapolis winning, and the LA Chargers winning. Now, let's move on to the divisional round. I'll start in the NFC. Number 1 seeded Saints take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Earlier this year, the Saints blew the Eagles out in the Superdome. The Saints win again as their roster is too deep. Drew Brees and Sean Payton are too good to lose in the Superdome, but it won't be a blowout. Saints beat the Eagles by a score. The other NFC game, Rams facing Dallas, the game in LA. The Rams will be rested. The Rams will be playing in Los Angeles, so the weather's not going to be a factor. Rams are very comfortable when playing in LA. Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, too much on offense, and Aaron Donald for the Rams will cause chaos in both the run game for Dallas and pressuring Dak Prescott. Rams beat the Cowboys to move on to the NFC title game. Now let me move over to the AFC in the divisional round. Indianapolis at Kansas City. What a game this is going to be between two unbelievably talented quarterbacks. In this game, Kansas City off of a bye, so they're going to be rested. The Colts will be coming off of a tough win against Houston. Andrew Luck keeps Indy in it, but Patrick Mahomes and that Chiefs offense, too much for the Colts. Kansas City moves on to the AFC Championship game. And now the other game on divisional weekend in the AFC. Everybody, this game here, for me personally, is the most difficult game to choose in the NFL. You have the Chargers playing New England in Foxborough. You have Tom Brady and Bill Belichick coming off of the bye week. So they're going to have 2 weeks to prepare for the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers, by far, have a better roster and they're more talented than New England. But they're going to be beat up coming off of that tough, physical win against the Ravens. Everybody, I'm a Steeler fan. And I've been watching the Steelers since Ben Roethlisberger's rookie year. Even I've learned one thing as a Steeler fan, and that is you never go against Bill and Tom when they have 2 weeks to prepare. New England ekes out a win against the LA Chargers to move on to yet another AFC Championship game. We are now in the championship game round, everybody. I'll start with the AFC this time. Number 1 seeded Kansas City hosting number 2 seed New England. These two teams played back in October, and it was epic. It was a great game. New England won at the horn 43-40. The Chiefs' defense can't stop a 2x4. The Chiefs' defense can't stop the chair I'm sitting in. The Chiefs' defense is a mess. Tom Brady is going to have a big day against the Chiefs. And with Kansas City, young quarterback in Mahomes has never been in a situation like this. Andy Reid, his teams have been known to fall off and sort of choke in the playoffs. So in this game, I'm having the GOAT quarterback, the GOAT coach, who have come through again and again in the playoffs against choking Andy Reid in Kansas City. Will be a really good game. New England beats Kansas City and the Patriots go to yet another Super Bowl. Tom Brady will be playing in his 9th Super Bowl. Now the NFC Championship game in the Superdome. Rams against the Saints again. The Saints beat the Rams during the regular season here. They'll do it again. The Saints, everybody, the Saints are just too good offensively, too good defensively, and I don't see anyone beating the Saints in the Superdome. The Saints will move on to the Super Bowl in the NFC. Now, everybody, my Super Bowl 53 matchup. From the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. The AFC, the New England Patriots. Talk about a great matchup. Great head coaches in Sean Payton and Bill Belichick. Two great Hall of Fame quarterbacks who are getting better as they age. Just unbelievable. They're so smart. Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Super Bowl is going to be a treat to do this year between these two teams. The Super Bowl is in Atlanta, so that's pretty close to New Orleans. And everybody, the Super Bowl, Atlanta is a dome, just like the Saints' home stadium. Will be a great game, will be close, lots of points. The quarterbacks have their way, but the New Orleans Saints will beat out Tom Brady at the very end to give him his 4th Super Bowl loss. Drew Brees will cement himself into a possible conversation of one of the best quarterbacks of all time as Drew Brees gets his 2nd Super Bowl championship with Sean Payton. The New Orleans Saints will be the Super Bowl 53 champions as they defeat New England. Well, that's it, folks. That's how I think the NFL playoff year is going to play out. As always, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section, leave your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? You think New England and Brady can make it back? Do you think Drew Brees can actually win this year? Do you have any upsets, surprises? I'd love to read about them. So I hope that you comment. For the rest of the great crew, Joey the Truth Wagner signing off from the Truth Serum. Thank you for watching the 2019 NFL Playoff Predictions Show. Good night.